mathematics. Get string for enum. Let's build that up. And if I knew everything that I needed for the missions, you know, I wouldn't have to wait so many times while I'm just kind of adding piecemeal things. But if I already knew everything, I would have already been finished with this game. So the other thing is, I'm noticing the pop-up ends as soon as we land. And that doesn't happen for the other abilities. I wonder if that's a bad thing. I don't know if anybody's even noticed that. I mean, I did, so somebody noticed. Oh, almost. It's like the Mega Man X. Ah, I could have had it, but I screwed it up. Well, I couldn't make it. Alright, let's see if we can get up that wall. Oh, first try. Ah, but we get reset. We made it so far. We couldn't make it any farther. So we need to make a color scheme, don't we? A color scheme object. And then we need to be able to apply it. Maybe I should just go ahead and do that, right? Because we've got this category, win, loss. Where the hell is... Oh, it's in stages. So color scheme. And we've got those. So why don't we make a new folder here called color schemes. And we'll need to make objects inside of here that we can actually use. They'll have to be UObjects, won't they? Alright, well, let's go to our arena level here and see what we've got for color schemes. So for us to make this thing, it's going to have to be a U class? Is that correct? I believe so. Alright, so this will be a U Dashkin color scheme, which I had like the scheme on here, like so. So let's see, I think these are F color. So we've got colors 1 through 7. We have a post-process material, which is U material, is that right? Looks like it. Let's just call this outline. This is post-process material. We have noise scale and okay, and then we have the red team and blue team colors. So post-process, and then we have team colors. Alright, so we've got red diffuse tint, red emissive tint, I mean, I could just have an f struct up here for each one of these things. It's probably what I should actually do. Let's have a color scheme here, and this will be like f Dashkin post process. Then have on that, have these guys. And then this will be f Dashkin team color, and it'll have its own sorts of stuff. So we'll have like diffuse tint, emissive tint, R channel, red R channel. This should just be red channel, G channel, B channel, and then emissive glow, outline index. So 2 floats and an int. Outline index, and then we'll have these 2 team colors here. This will be red team colors and blue team colors. And that should define our color schemes, I think. We might want to do the ball color stuff. So I'll do the ball color, which is going to have what the ball outline glow, outline index, and the emissive color. Yes, that'll be our ball color stuff then. Okay, so we're gonna need stuff for this. Well, we're also gonna need an enum for this. So I'll have our color scheme in there like that. Alright, so we need these reset functions. Team colors, reset. Blue team colors, all colors. Alright, and then we need the reset functions for all of these guys. See, the ball outline glow is 1.0f, outline index is 3, the emissive color is white. We've got the team color. So let's see. We have the defaults for the colors. I mean, basically, I'm just gonna set all these things to really obvious default colors. And then we've got our post-process reset. Alright, so we got all those colors set up, and then we need these materials and the rest. So the max strength is 90.0 F, noise scale is 1.0 F, and the noise speed is 0.5. Okay, so we got those, and what we need to do is we need to actually make it so we can create those objects in our editor. So we need to make some editor extensions for that. Alright, so this is what, asset object factories? Alright, so that'll be our object right there. Is there anything else that we need to add? So we've got our color scheme factory, which should have our object. Our object is blueprintable, blueprint type. I should probably look at where Dashkin mission is even used. Editor extensions, we've got asset type actions. Okay, so here we go. I think that's what we need. So let's see, we got the tool commands. Export missions as a tool command. No, we don't need any of that stuff. So theoretically, we just need to build the editor and then we can make color schemes inside of our editor. Now I need some way to actually go fetch color schemes by their enum type. So I need like the data manager to actually fetch the color schemes for me. Well, we don't know what the EBS color scheme is? Did I forget to regenerate? Yeah, it's capital O and E. The other thing I could do is I could make this inside a blueprint for the fetch call. Which might be the way to go, honestly. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do this, to be honest. Because otherwise we don't have the right stuff and a cook will have to do special things for. So what we should really do is go and take this enum out of this guy. It should be, we don't need the EBS color scheme enum to be on here because it's not going to be used. This thing doesn't know what an F string is? Yeah, alright. Compile just went off the rails. I'll just wait for that to fail enough times to really fail. There it goes. It got sick and tired and was like, alright, I'm done. I quit. Yeah, that freaking hit. Best hit. At full speed. I missed it. The timing's all off. Yeah. Yeah! Knocking those in. It's always good. Guess you gotta do something while you're waiting to compile. Ah. Alright, so what's this all pissed off about? I missed a semicolon. How tragic. Ah, fucked it up. I'm still not sure about that gigantic. We got this big ass ocean in the background out there that you can kind of see. It's not a fan. I think it's just taking up performance. You know what would be a good idea? Let's throw a giant ocean under the earth, and that way we can draw it every frame, and it takes up performance. Yeah, that sounds like a perfect idea. Let's do it. In fact, how about 2 oceans? Why have 1 ocean when you can buy 2 oceans for twice the price? Okay, so I should be able to make color schemes now. Where is camera Brackensec? Did I put it in here? No. Where the fuck did I put it? We got UI, high res sprites. What is this shit? Okay, so we put UI in there. Okay. Let's make a new folder. Let's call it colors. Let's make a new Dashkin. It's not here. It's not fucking here. Why not? Why are you not here? I need to add you somewhere? Yeah, I do. F Dashkin, color scheme, type actions, sign category bit. Alright. Yeah, you'd think adding something to the editor, like a new asset type that you could create, a new U object that you can go customize, would be would be pretty simple, and I think it is if you make it all in blueprints, but if you make something that you can use in C++ land, you gotta go hook up a whole bunch of crap and like make an editor plugin for it. It's like, what? I just want to make an object that my designers can go, sorry, you're gonna have to touch like 5 different things or make a giant reflection system in order to do that. Why don't you just have a fucking preprocessor directive that's like exposed editor? Thank you very much. You just have the header run through it and generate that plugin. Which reminds me of, there was a GDC talk, which was just people bitching about the Ogre, like, game engine editor thing, whatever the hell that is, back in, like, 2010 or something. And it was just, the idea was to just go look at the code and then just bitch about it for, like, 45 minutes. And everybody just, like, sat around in chairs. There were, like, 40 people with this one dude and a projector, and everybody like comes up there kind of close and just bitches about how bad parts of the code is and like just points stuff out. It was kind of funny because it's like this 45 minutes of hate on code, and I don't know. I mean, it was fun, but kind of looking back on it, I don't know, from my experience in the industry, it's incredibly easy to just dismiss, and you can always find errors in what people have done. Like, there's always a better way to have done something. You know, there's always something more. It's easy to just say that's not good enough. And a lot of people I've found in the game industry are really, really good about being right all the time. And discount everybody else's success. But like, oh yeah, those guys, yeah, well, you know, their game is successful, but they use Unreal 3 instead of Unreal 4. So, you know, they're behind the times. It's like, well, yeah, but they did ship their game, and it is successful, and our studio shut down, and you haven't shipped a game in 3 years. Like, well, yeah, but I'm using Unreal 4. That's right, you are, buddy. Keep using that Unreal 4. Where'd my color folders go? You know, someday I'm gonna just complain about the color folders not being here. Ah, there's our color scheme. So let us make our color scheme our default color scheme. Color default. And yeah, we've got all the things. None of these actually did the thing, did they? They didn't actually set all the variables properly. So I think I have to set that inside of something else. I don't want to save this. I want to save this. Thank you. So I think it's, yeah, so let's go Dashkin animation controller component.cpp. And let's search for the F animation stats. Yeah, okay, so I need to make constructors for these things, I think, and then I need to call the reset from those. So we don't need those guys, we just need the All these need to be generated U-struct bodies, as opposed to the opposite of that. And then we need to go to that reset. For these guys, and so we're gonna need all of these. So the color scheme, the ball color, we already have the color scheme. Ball color, the team color, and the post process. Let's see if that allows us to hit that little yellow arrow. Oh man, 10 seconds. I don't know if I can make it. No, no chance in hell. And I'm going to have to make a Dashkin color library thing, which has a switch on it with a static function that you can call, which will return the proper color scheme object. Arr. Yeah, get that bounce going. Yeah. Cannot define a compiler-generated special member function for these guys. What? Oh, we actually have to define it then. Like so. So post process, team color, and ball color. It feels real good to be good at that. Oh, fuck. Got greedy. Whoops. Let's do Gloomy Hollow. Switch over to that level. So I'm adding the color scheme stuff. It's taken a while just because I'm trying to set stuff up properly. If I wasn't trying to set stuff up properly, it would be easier. I'm also grinding points in the game while I'm waiting for a compile as opposed to working on like the UI or something else. But I've been trying to do this more of just actually playing the game on stream. Just to kind of show off all the cool shit that we're working on. Man, I'm getting better at that kick. Oh, it's funny, I'll practice up and be like, okay, I'm ready to go. I can go kick everyone's ass. And then a multiplayer game, it's just this chaotic mess of just like, oh god, what have I done? And you know, okay, I can do that shot that I've been practicing. This is my moment, and then I just line it up and just completely flub it. And like, yeah, because I'm like, I can do it, and then I fuck it up. And the reality is, I'm actually not nearly as good as I think I am. But I'm still better than everyone else. And that's what matters. Timing is still off. How dare you change Dashkin game data.h? Don't you know everything depends on that? Amazing. So all these things got set, but none of our colors got set? Wait, no. Wait, what? Eh? I mean, okay, when I expand these, okay, so should these be 255? Alright, there we go. It did work. Excellent. So we just need to go to our game datas. I clicked there, Visual Studio. Can you fucking recognize that? I tried. There's gonna be 255s. Because, you know, we can't just do... If these are floating point values, we literally just can't use a system that goes from 0 to 1. That would just be impossible. So we're gonna have to keep this like 0 to 255 thing because, you know, reasons. Let's actually take a look at the fcolor structs. So we can either pass in ints. So it converts it all to ints. Okay, so we should not be using floats. Is our sin is using floats and assuming it's floats, and the compiler is just converting everything to an integer because it's like, ah, yeah, you meant this, buddy. You obviously, when you put 2.0f there, you meant 2 point nothing. Alright, so this should actually set this up default nicely. Full contact, only pop-up. Only pop-up? That's so stupid. It's not only pop-up, though. That bug is still in there, and I do not care to fix it. Ah, bastard, get in there. This is just sad. Wonderful. So we can make our color schemes. And let's get a blueprint class here, which will just be... What was our effect library? which is a blueprint class. It's a blueprint function library. Alright. So for colors, we're going to do blueprint function library. How do we make a function library? It's like blueprints, function library. So this will be color library. And we want to make a function here which is called get color scheme. And we want to have not a local variable, but an input which is type. This will be a color scheme enum. And then we just switch off of this type, and we're going to return a class which will be an out color scheme. Dashkin color scheme class? I guess a reference. Do I need to drag this in here? Like this? Do I have an object utils that already has this? Like we have create component, spawn object. So it's spawn object. This is color default.